Alright, I went ahead and added more tine plates to this Agri-Fab aerator. Here's the original. We've got two sets of two on each bar and then some spacers. So I bought the Agri-Fab Smart Link, which gives you an extra single and then another double. And it's got plastic bushings and a hollow axle. And to me, it's weird that it's hollow because I feel like that would be harder to manufacture. I mean, you'd have to drill all the way through it, but whatever. Anyway, this one's solid, so I just am keeping the original, and it's also longer than the 40-inch SmartLink aerator. And then I took these doubles and cut them in half, and cut all the doubles, all three doubles, the two original and the one new, and put them on there in this arrangement, and just put them one after another. And then this last one is probably a little wiggly. I'm hoping I don't have to weld it to this one, but if I do, I will. And I'll get like an extra long bushing that goes through the weld. And the last bushing I had to trim it down a little bit, and I ended up having to get a few extra bushings because then you don't have enough, because now you've got 7 things that need bushings instead of 4. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do the other side next, and we'll give it a test. All right, here's a little bit better shot of before and after. We got 4 versus 7. They all spin separately now. This one, I might have to put some more spacers in there or something so that it doesn't rock so much, but everyone else is pretty good. They all spin separately. These ones are linked together at a, 45-degree angle. But these aren't, and I think that might just be to keep the bushings down, because those are kind of expensive actually. But now they all freewheel from each other. I don't know if that matters or not. If it does, I guess I'll just weld them. But that'll be a lot easier to do on here. I'll just get some steel spacers and put them in there and just weld it all in one big batch. But I'm kind of hoping it doesn't matter. It should be easier to turn with them not bound together like that. And I don't know, we'll see. All right, I had to take it back apart. I very quickly figured out that when they're all hitting the ground at once like this, it's like if you had a square wheel. So, that's why they're interconnected. Instead of trying to weld this back to here and having that bushing in the way, and then, we're having to worry about the bushings or trying to cut all this and then put this on the end of that squarely and everything, I just went ahead and welded on these 5/16 pigs and put a hole on the opposite side, so they just kind of pressure fit in there like that, and that keeps their spacing pretty good. It's not going to be perfect or anything. If I need it to be a little better, I'll put some tubing on this side to keep it more aligned with where it wants to be. But I think once they're together, we're going to have basically what we need here. I think that should help with everything. And if not, I'm going to be a little sad, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure this is going to do it. While everything's off of here, I'm going to fix this bend, which happened, I don't know, I guess cinder blocks crashed it or something. I didn't have it overloaded, but it hasn't ever rebent more, so I'm just going to go ahead and pound that out. It's a little bright outside. It wasn't that bad. I just put up some cinder blocks, put some weight there, put some weight on that tip, and then used that one as an anvil, and just hammered it back and forth a few times, and then that side dropped down level. I got all of it reassembled, and it hasn't rained in a few days, so it's not really penetrating that deep, and I don't have as much weight on there as I really need to. But I've got more tines, and honestly, it feels a lot smoother. We went from having 2 to 3 on the ground to 3 to 4 on the ground, depending on what the outside one's doing. And I definitely don't need to make that many passes. It's doing pretty good. My mower ran out of gas, so let's see if we can get going here. So I got a lot of this narrow leaf, and I actually have wide leaf plantain, but mostly narrow. It's taking over the yard pretty good. It thrives in compact soil. We have some compact soil after drought. I try to get around the swing set really good with this. And the yard where there's like bare spots, which is a lot, really it has a hard time growing good grass. And so hopefully adding a lot more holes will really help with that. You can see we're only getting about an inch and a half down there right now, but I'm hoping after some rain, if we ever get any, it will get better. But yep, I'm gonna add more weight to this. I'm gonna add some reinforcement next so I can make more weights. I'm gonna try and get up to about 200 pounds. I know I probably will struggle with it a little bit, but we'll see. Hopefully it's good. And that's it for now. If you want to add that to your own, it's just the SmartLink Agri-Fab SmartLink Aerator. It's $100 on Amazon. And you just cut it. You'll need a welder, but I think it's a simple enough job to weld that rod in there and drill a hole between each one that you could just do it with any properly set up for gasless MIG welder from like Harbor Freight or used on Facebook Marketplace. That's what mine is. And it's just 4 welds. They don't have to be perfect. You just glob it up there in like a spiral pattern, and then in the middle I just hold it in there. It should have penetrated enough, but if not, it built up enough metal that it should hold that peg in there, even if it cracks. And it's a simple fix. You might want to go to 3/8 pin. Mine's 5/16. I kind of worry it's too flimsy, but overall I think this is going to do really well and really help my yard get back to pre-drought status.